What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part 29 of my Total Warhammer 3 Valkia the Bloody Immortal Empires campaign. So as we saw last time, the faction of Archaon, the war host of the Apocalypse, has nearly been destroyed. We've taken the Challenge Stone, and Carrick Doom, his last stronghold, is under siege by Kailas Malphasdire, simply waiting for him to come back up so that Valkia can defeat him, subjugate him, and vassalize him, plus getting her the defeat trait. It would be really nice if we could manage to make it happen, and we shall see. I'm really hoping for it. We shall also probably tell these guys to reclaim Tribe Slaughter, although they're going for Stormwrack Mount, so I guess we'll wait for them to do that. But anyway, more importantly than that, our already obscene amount of vassals has grown even further as Nakari's faction has joined the ranks as our new vassal. Ain't it lovely? Would also be later nice to get the Dreadfleet to maybe vassalize with us. I'm not sure if it can happen, but, well, let's see. Wait, do you dislike us or something? -10. And he doesn't like the treaties with the Seducers of Slaanesh, but he's trading with the Seducers of Slaanesh, but he condemns our treaties with them. That's what you're telling me right now. Okay, so Count Noctilus is, he's got a little bit of a brainworm issue, because I have no idea. I guess he takes after Luther Harkin in this. Very strange. He has treaties with the factions that he's complaining about hating us for. Well, whatever, they're pretty easy to subjugate if it's a possibility by simply attacking the Galleon's graveyard and subjugating them. I'm not... And yeah, this is, unlike Silostra, this seems like a better faction to get to join us because they're unlikely to hold too much land and vampirically corrupt it. But either way, mostly it's Morathi that we're looking towards getting on our side. Our reputation with her is still growing, but not growing nearly as much as I'd like. It's not the double arrow, so I think that means it's growing, what, by 10 or less per turn? And the better the reputation, the more likely she will join us. Hopefully she'll lose a few of her insane amount of armies. I mean, look at this nonsense. And they're all like half stacks, too. I mean, there's a couple nearly full stacks, but this is... It's pretty stupid that the AI can do this and disregard supply lines completely, but I digress. Let's get back to doing whatever it was we were doing. Valkia, you're heading down to Carrick Vlag. And we still probably want to give a few more territories to the, to Wintertooth, although I'm now thinking with Frozen Landing and the Temple of Heimkel, if these guys, if the Gormadni tribe come back, are we able to give it to them? We'd have to abandon the Temple of Heimkel and then tell them to occupy it, wouldn't we? The question is, I suppose, whether we actually want to bother with them or just give them all to, give them all to Wintertooth. I'll have to think about that one. Because the Gormadni here are not going to be very strong. And if we give this to Wintertooth, it's a little bit more, though it ain't much. Either way, Valkia, that'll be a decision for you later. In the meantime, you're heading out to Carrick Vlag. Can't reach it in one turn, but that's okay. Alrighty, and even if it's full of Clan Ferric, what are they gonna do? Advance on us? I doubt that very much. Let's see, now Ventress Zorateller. I wanted to get you a Chaos War Shrine of Khorne, and the reason for that is we do have the Gifts of Chaos up and running, so we might as well. I mean, I guess we'll be keeping this army around. Actually, you know what? If we're gonna be keeping this army around, or potentially, I should say, keeping this army around, we might as well check out what Devotion to Khorne will do for us. This is only to upgrade to Demon Prince, yeah, so we might as well check it out now. Hadn't thought about it, but, let's see. What do you got, Ventress? Evil Eyeball. Oh, I have a terrible luck with this. It's always Evil Eyeball, isn't it? It's just always frickin' Evil Eyeball, which is terrible. On the bright side, if we send you to Demon Prince of Khorne, that'll go away. And also, you have Trophy Heads, Master of Massacre, and Revel in Slaughter. I mean, on the bright side, this part is pretty good. Should make you a pretty damn bad fighting lord. I hate Evil Eyeball, but, you know, you can't have everything. Oh well. Let's get your Root Marcher, let's get you Hearts of Iron, obviously. Dominating Presence. I don't know whether we'll be keeping Chaos Vanguard in this army, but we might. And therefore, it's a pretty easy 3 points to spend. I don't know what else is going to go in this army, so we'll just skip that for now, I guess. And let's start building you out as a fighter, or we just skip this and go for unflinching soldiers. Yeah, you know what? Let's keep you with your current points. We should also get you a sorcerer and possibly an exalted hero. Let's see, an infernal dominance. We were looking for a metal. Wait. Were we looking for a metal sorcerer, or were we looking for... There's an iron skin sorcerer here. Whoa. I'm now forgetting. Rel Morspig, you currently have a Chaos Sorcerer of Fire, yes. You need a metal sorcerer to be able to cast Glittering Robe on the fragile Bloodletters, which we now have. Okay, beautiful. That will be you, Malefics. Come down here, buddy. And we had another sorcerer that was stealing tech here and leveling himself up to join another army, which is you, Mercy. Though, now I'm thinking, what do you have again? You have Scaled Skin and Eldritch Aura and Blissful Rapture. Yeah, that's okay. Although, to be honest, winning a battle against Slaanesh, pretty unlikely at this stage. May never happen. But we still have room for at least one more Chaos Sorcerer, so just stick around. Let's keep you stealing tech, though. It's 59% everywhere. Yeah, fine. Steel tech from here. Success. Very nice. And levels. You certainly have points to go through everything, so you can just keep on stealing tech for now. Though, of course, when we run out of techs, it will no longer be necessary at all. Now, you are obviously going to come down right here. And you know what we might as well do? You know what? Let's do this somewhere else. Let's go to, say... Where's our next Dark Fortress? Here, the Frozen City. And we will get the Exalted Heroes, and this is an Exalted Hero of Khorne, yes? Yes. Take the terrible ones away, and we'll replace them with better ones afterwards. Hopefully. Ideally. Chaos Sorcerer, same goes for you. I don't particularly like Infernal Dominance, so we'll summon you and then delete you. Well, Chaos Familiar is not the worst thing in the world. Maybe we'll keep you, just in case. We still need a Chaos Sorcerer for the new army here. Although I, once again, have no idea what I'm going to do with this army. You stay here. You're going to probably have to go down to deal with Village, while Asavar deals with the Heralds of the Tempest. Actually, maybe help out with the Heralds of the Tempest as well. Both of you together. And then we'll move out to Village after these guys have been subjugated as well. Though it feels like we should probably give them a Dark Fortress. I didn't necessarily want to give them Zarnagran, but if it's the nearest one, then we'll just give them that. Though we'll have to essentially make a line of settlements all the way to it to capture and then give them to. In the meantime, I suppose we can give all of this to the Dolgan. Damn, that'll make the Dolgan very powerful, won't it? Okay, well, what are you gonna do? Asavar Magath, Harald, you don't move right now. Gulgast does, though. And Gulgast, you are headed towards Tsarina Katerin. Unlikely that Prague gets attacked right now, so start moving this way. Let's see if she's willing to fight you in the field. Ooh, actually, no. Go here and into ambush. It's not so much that I care about the ambush, but I want to see if the if you can heal up a little bit. I honestly doubt that she's gonna fight him. Maybe she'll fight Throg. Ooh, if she goes for Throg, we should be able to catch her right after. She won't be able to get away. Yeah, that'll be better. Okay, so that's Gulgast dealt with. Kailas, you siege for 1 or 2 more turns while Valkia approaches. And then one last thing, yes, I wanted to get you the Chaos War Shrine. So, let's replace the... do we replace the Doggos or the... You can keep the Trolls for now. Do we need this many infantry?
The enemy cowers at our approach.
Small amounts of Doggos are useful, but you know what? I'd really rather have Fleshhounds in here anyway, if we choose to replace the infantry. So let's do this. -1 Doggo. Let's go Fleshhounds, and let's go Chaos War Shrine of Khorne.
I live for war.
Honestly, maybe this is the army where we want to put 4 Fleshhounds, and I've been wanting to do something like that. A little bit more Fleshhound heavy.
None shall hinder my
For a Khornate faction, we don't have nearly enough Fleshhounds. Honestly, I don't think that the Fleshhounds should be a gift of Khorne at all. You should be able to get them whenever you want. Murderous Mechanisms, you are irrelevant right now. Fist of Khorne as well, but we can get Brutal Worship back up briefly. Alrighty, and you know what? Let's briefly replace Ruinous Bulwark with Carnage and Carnot as well. We need to start getting our Dragon Ogre Shaggoths back up. Yeah, we're still missing Dark Portal and Crown of Kings. We'd have to choose between those two and Ruinous Bulwark. I do like all of those. Yeah, well, we'll figure it out. Carnage Incarnate, yes. Instead of Ruinous Bulwark. We can't be losing Undying Oath for now. And also, we currently have Violent Hunger and Death's Bounty. The rest is fine. The rest is fine. Okay. Looks good to me. Now, anybody else need to move? Aha, Assassin. You can keep assassinating if you can find something. Yasmin here. I did not check what the percentage of success was. It's actually pretty high, so good. Nice job. You got a Zealot, not that we care about, and it was a critical success as well. Our Assassins at least are doing a pretty decent job. And this is also making other factions like us. Honestly, Noctilus should like us by all the damage that we're doing to the High Elves, but apparently it's not enough. Ventress, you're good as you are. Mentash, we're gonna delete you later, so you can just stay there. Baelgar, right. The only way to power up the Mung. Keep coming down here. Oh, you're almost there. Nice. I still haven't decided what exactly we want to give him, though. As in, do we just give him Ice Rock Gorge and Plain of Dogs? I feel like maybe he can't actually colonize the desert and wouldn't be good here. Whereas these things, I mean, nobody really cares about these territories. We certainly don't. And I still have to figure out who we give Val's Anvil and Hag Hall to. I guess we could give it to Harganeth if we really wanted to. They're the ones that like us the most, are they not? Let's double check that. Harganeth, 355. While World Walkers like us a little bit more, and so do the Cool, but they're Norskin, so it doesn't really count. Actually, no. Wait, you don't want to trade? What the heck? Cool, come on. That's not very cool. I swear I'll stop making that joke at some point. Harganeth. Yeah, you like us the most. Your strength rank is 12. It's quite a bit stronger than Nagarond, and a lot stronger than Grond. And you do have 13 settlements. I may have been favoring Harganeth a little bit, but once again, I feel like lorefully, they're the ones most in tune with what we've got going, so... yeah. Also, Realm Warspig.
I will not.
Now, this feels like it would probably be a little bit too tough for you. Not so much the army. I would be perfectly happy to fight it in the field, which is why we moved you here in the first place. But that together with the extra portion of stack there. So I think we'll send you back to Longhi for now, since originally you were only moving down here to swap Nakari a settlement, which you don't need to do anymore. And then you can heal up and start sacking and raising Bretonia for souls, which was partly original purpose. Plus you'll be closer to Malofex here, who can join your army and provide that that lovely glittering robe. Alrighty, well the rest of that is good. We probably could spend a little bit of cash. I don't want to go overboard on it. And the reason for that, once again, repair that. And the reason for that, once again, is the fact that I don't want to lose out on a few things. Let me just see here. And the things I don't want to lose out on is the potential to get more vassals. Not that we're hurting for vassals, mind you. Kadatha, you're close to rebelling in some ways. But I think we'll be able to level you up long before you do, so I think we'll be okay. Ice Tooth Mountains, money, yes. These are the main things I want to do. Oh, the cost, though, the terrible cost. But oh well. Altar the Crimson Harvest, I think that's all we build here for now. Although... yeah, this will power up Wulfric a little bit more. The level 1 of this actually doesn't cost that much. Yeah, you know what? Fine, build a Vassal Emissary. And really, it's the money things that we want to spend on. And I think that's it, just these two. I'm sure there are more to build, and there's a lot of upgrades in a lot of places, but once again, you never know when Morathi's gonna lose her armies, and when we need to be able to pay her like 100k for her to join us. It's not like we're hurting for money, so getting all those structures completed isn't a big deal either. Anyway, unassigned skill points, yeah, we have all over the place unassigned skill points. But once again, that's fine. I once again prefer to do those when we get closer to... when we get closer to... I should trade you Venom Glade, shouldn't I? Later on. I forgot what I was saying. When we get closer to something. I keep getting distracted today, I don't know what it is. Outpost available, that's not Nakari, we built a Nakari outpost. We'll ignore that then. And same with the Path to Glory Commandment, I will not ignore you, however. Foster Cults, and Chaos Shrine and Fighter's Lodge here both, eh? Fine, I guess, although you would be very vulnerable to attack like this. And you're not gonna grow like this either. Makes me tempted to delete something, but it would allow us to get both an Exalted Hero of Khorne, as well as a Chaos Sorcerer in this army, right here. Not this army right here, Ventress's army. So we should probably keep it around. Yeah, alrighty, let's end the turn. Let's see if we get attacked anywhere. Ally mobilizes against army, shit. We told you to attack an army? I didn't even remember that. Let him do what he wants. Be'lakor honestly hasn't been doing much, so we might as well try to accomplish something.
Pledge loyalty to Carneth or die.
Yeah, basically. Valkia knows the deal. Military access. Now let's keep growing our relationship, and then hopefully we'll get a vassalage out of you at some point. Maybe we'll give you like Carcassonne or something, and you'd be willing to do it. But otherwise we'll kill you. Or, well, no, we'll do to you what we did to Molder, wherein we start destroying all your armies, and then we vassalize you. 4 territories. I'm very curious to see how many vassals we'll have by the end of this campaign. And also, we have to figure out where exactly we're going to end off this campaign. Yeah, we achieved short-term victory a long time ago. And we have to have some kind of goal for this campaign. Ambush foiled, Golgast, well, that was expected. Ally begins outpost construction. Yeah, they can construct all the outposts they want. And now... Iron Skin, an Exalted Hero with Iron Skin, very nice. And Burning Body. Burning Body isn't great, but, you know, for a Fire Sorcerer, not horrible. Not horrible. Yeah, why not? We can have you join, and we can have the Exalted Hero with Iron Skin, presuming that he doesn't have Garbage Path to Glory. Ugh, I actually don't like these. You don't have any buffs. And Survivor is kind of annoyingly difficult to get. Damn it. Okay, yeah, no, this guy's not good enough in my opinion. Mortal Champion is kind of wasted as well. Yeah, the training extra XP is fine, but winning a battle against a demon race is also kind of unlikely at this point. Sorry, Kuchar, and it's ironic because you're also a Zorateller. You could be Zorateller brothers in one army, but no, sorry. Alright, what about you, Barbaros Rune Smasher? What do we have here? Burning Body, ooh, magic item drop chance, that's a yes. Bound spell, Gehenna's Golden Hands, it's okay. This is obviously nothing. Yeah, you know, I really would have loved for you to have Mage Hunter or something along those lines. Well, we'll keep an eye on the Chaos Sorcerers. Honestly, if we have to replace you, we'll replace you. Not a big deal, but you need a Sorcerer for now, at least. Let's, join all of you guys. Wait. Can we get another doggo? No, not yet. Not yet, but eventually. Oh, I guess we just... I guess the reason I didn't want to delete you because you're closer to becoming a Chaos Warrior than one of these guys is. Alright, fine. Delete you, and then join. And what's up with you? Did I not tell you to join this? What? What is wrong? Okay, wait, what if we move you away slightly? Scout. What? That... Oh, this is the turn we summoned him. He was only able to move because he's near a settlement. Okay, I got myself very confused. I did say I was confused today. Not enough sleep. Okay, let's move you guys here. And you both here, at least until we figure out exactly where... Oh, there he is. Well, done. That was easy. We figured out exactly where Kolek was. You, though... there's no way that you'd be able to kill this guy by yourself, is there? Unless Kolek moves in March stance to help you out. Which is a possibility. I'm gonna deny it's a possibility, but we'll see. Next up, Valkia. You should be able to take the fortress here. I wish we had sent another lord with you to take the fortress in the sense that... it's garbage.
For the Blood God!
Occupy the place. Occupy and vassalize, because it's the only option. And now, is this faction alive or is it not? No, it's another broken faction. They can't be talked to. Okay, well, that at least makes the decision easy. We could just ignore them forever. Hey, look, it's Bok the Lethal. We could just ignore them forever. Can we actually tell you to do anything? Like, what if we told you to... Nah. I was hoping that since they're a broken faction, we'd be able to tell them to move and just die, but unfortunately not. Yeah, Vanaheimlings, I don't see the Gormadni tribe. That's fine, that's fine. It's not a big deal, because we just give Temple of Heimkel and Frozen Landing to Throg, who, being a legendary lord, will make much better use of them, let's face it. I also still don't like that you're here. I might just send an army to kill you, because you're making me nervous. And you are not going to vassalize. In fact, it appears to be impossible to vassalize you. I think it's because you don't have any territory. When they have a territory, that's when they can be vassalized. Malekith, you are starting to move here. I guess we have to kill these guys now. Damn. I was hoping to avoid that because it'll be more difficult to vassalize you.
So make known your request.
What's the likelihood now? Scarpel's Lair. Minus 19. Minus 9.8. Yeah, that's not going to happen until you lose some armies. Okay, well, HARALD, you're going to fight shortly, and you're going to take this over, and you're going to either give it to Malekith, which we could certainly do, or we could give it to somebody else. Figure it out in a bit. You, move down here. We also got to figure out who do we give Witchwood to. I guess we could give it to Harganeth as well, though I'm not sure that they can develop it into anything useful. But there's no faction that we have on our side that can make good use of it, is there? Also, Malekith needs to get Kragroth Thief and Shrogtank Mount. I was thinking of trading these two for these two things in order to give them to somebody else. In fact, let's take a look at our Dark Elves, shall we? Harganeth has 13 settlements. Grond has 7, so Grond could use some more, but technically he has 8 because we're holding one for them. But Grond also doesn't have a legendary lord, so it should make sense that Harganeth and Nagaron are stronger. Yeah, in fact, Nagaron could probably use some more, considering they've grown a little bit weaker. Although, oh, Harganeth doesn't like something. And in fact, several of them don't like something, but we just need more wars and that'll fix it fairly easily, so I don't consider it to be much of a problem. Also, Brutal Worship. You can now switch out to... I'm actually not sure what you can switch out to. You know what, let's fight first and then we'll figure that out. If we have a fight. Well, I guess HARALD has a fight, so we'll do his fight after we move everybody. In fact, no, we'll do his fight now because... Wait. Where's Serena Catherine? I don't see her. I don't actually want Fort Ostrosk. I don't want to bother with it. Okay, you know what? Let's move you down here. Then let's move you right here. We're gonna head down to Kislev, which we also can't really use, can we? But whatever. Ambush here, and then you go here. Catherine didn't fight Throg, so she must have run down here somewhere. Maybe she's trying to head off Wulfric or somebody. I guess we'll find out. Also, we really still need to head out to Festus before he dies, because Valkia needs to make him join us. Golgast, you are now in ambush yet again. Kailas, you siege for 1 to 2 more turns as we head out here. Hopefully Bok stays away. Alright, Relmor Spig. You've got things to potentially do. Looks like these guys have moved away to Mousillon. Alright, let's send you out to here, put you into raiding stance. You're more or less healed now, though you could obviously use a little bit more, XP. And a little bit more healing here. And let's see, you, Mercy, you're gonna keep stealing tech. Good. Everybody keeps stealing tech. Alright, Castle Artois shall follow shortly, as in follow into destruction. And Rel, Kailas, yeah, okay, it doesn't look like anybody else here is gonna get a battle, which means, HARALD, it's your time to shine once more. Just to double check, you are still waiting on, wait. One more turn until the Gorbeast Chariots. And then I assume that we're going to delete you and keep the doggos here. Although 5 isn't bad either. Do we delete the Flesh Hounds? No, wait, no, we are going to delete you, and we're going to delete you. Actually, no, we just need to delete you, because you're already going to become a Gore Beast, which means you can actually become a Chosen. Alright, well, that's great for you, buddy. Let's Warband upgrade you into a Shielded Chosen, then. Like so, the only one that's low level. And now we're going to attack the guy outside here after leveling up HARALD very slightly. You can get Foe Seeker and keep making yourself a more powerful Lord. Let's get your Blade Shield, and then on to Demonic Onslaught as soon as we can get it.
Tools of chaos.
And then your little Sorcerer minion. You have Glittering Robe maxed out. These two, I guess, can get maxed out as well. Also, I forget, are you on your Manticore or your War Shrine? You are on your Manticore. We already have a War Shrine of regular stuff, but maybe we put you on the War Shrine. Because it'll be a regular War Shrine, not a... not the other type of War Shrine. Not the Khorne one. So it's fine. We really gotta try to win a battle against Tzeentch somehow, but I don't see how we can do it. Final Transmutation, go for it. Alrighty, and then you two, time for a nice cinematic fight. Hopefully they don't run. They do indeed run, but do they run far enough? Okay. Oh, and that's Kotep. I didn't even realize that was Kotep himself. That's funny. Looks like we'll have to do this manually. Okay, fine. Fair enough. Pyrrhic victory. There's certainly some stuff to fight here, and we'll have to be a little bit careful if some of our units are hurt, but I'm sure that we can overcome. Let's do this.
Within my power.
Alrighty, here we go again, and this might be a pretty fun battle. They do have a stack as well as the stack from the garrison, so essentially fighting 2 stacks here, and our army is damaged on top of that. Oh wow, look at HARALD's blood trail as he moves in. Speaking of HARALD, it's been way too long since we've seen him fight properly, so let's see what he can do. He is going to move in first, and he is going to hit those walls, and the first unit that he was going to go after just decided to run away rather, so we'll be going after these guys first. Alrighty, and he's going to be taking quite a few arrow shots. In fact, let's see. Well, they haven't done too much damage to him so far. Only a tiny sliver of HP gone, and that should be healable very easily. Let's see him wreck some skeleton archers. We obviously want to get as many of them off the walls as possible, but more importantly, we want to silence these towers, which we have accomplished, though it does look like they've done a fair bit of damage to one of our units of Chosen. Otherwise, the rest of the army is going to make it through the gate, while HARALD goes after the enemy lord. Looks like some Shem's Burning Gaze coming in, and even more arrows. He's just dripping blood everywhere he goes, but I'm sure Khorne appreciates it. And down we go, or at least we started to go down before the light of Ammontok, net of Ammontok rather, of the lore of light hit us. That of course stops us in our tracks. We can still drop down to the ground, but we do need the Tomb King to come in and decide to fight. There we go, bad idea, buddy. You really don't want to get that close to HARALD, although nobody probably wants to get that close to HARALD. And damn, so many arrows hitting him from every single direction. This was essentially a test I wanted to do to see how much more effective he will be against consistent arrow fire. And as we recall in the earlier battles when he just evolved to his new form, to his Immortal form, he fought the High Elves and got extremely badly damaged by them from well, a fair number of volleys, but probably not as many as this. But now, if we take a look at him, sure, he's suffered about 33% HP maybe, something along those lines, maybe a little bit less than that, but that's looking pretty good. That's a lot of sustained fire, and especially with the Glittering Robe buffing him up, I don't imagine he'll have too much trouble here. Plus, he can still heal, and he's also killed the enemy lord just seconds ago, while while doing all that. And all the arrows, some of them moving through his wings as well. In the meantime, while he's been doing all that and killing the enemy lord, we are getting the rest of our army in through the gates, the war shrines, and the summoners of rage breaking through. And this may be one of, if not the last battle of the summoners of rage in this army, as they do have to go to the dragon ogre army after all, and they're not really needed here. So we might as well enjoy them while we have them. Or at least here, because well, there will be a 10-turn pause before they can be recruited again. Anyway, war shrines working together, and I really like having multiple war shrines. It would be nice to have the ability to get every type of war shrine together, but obviously it does make sense that this faction, being a Khorne faction, cannot do such things. And HARALD's still working on the enemy. In fact, I believe he's also killed the enemy sorcerer as well as the enemy lord now. There is a tomb scorpion in among the enemy or our own troops here, but I don't imagine it'll be too much trouble against the dragon ogres as they are anti-large. In the meantime, we've also separated 2 units, our Gore Beast chariot. No, these are regular chariots of Khorne, as well as our flesh counts to break through these gates and hit the enemy in the back. Ooh, I like this little quarry site. Wait, is this the... Actually, out of curiosity, is this the Tomb Kings digging themselves out? And making... I feel like the scaffolding looks very similar to what it would look like if the Empire were, for example, to be the ones doing this. Doesn't look any different, and it's a lot of wood here as well. And wouldn't the Tomb Kings have some power to part the sands, as it were? Just curious as to who exactly is digging all this stuff out, if it's them or not. But anyway, back to the main battle. Our fast movers are going to deal with the enemy through the gates, but otherwise it's the main battle that we have to concern ourselves with, and now the enemy's moving in to be fighting, and it's not going to be just HARALD. We've also used the Summoners of Rage ability, but unfortunately, bad luck, it moves completely away from the enemy army. Once again, I have pretty terrible luck with the vortexes, so I'm not surprised, but I am disappointed. Mostly because I love seeing the animation. Alrighty, and a final transmutation going down on the enemy blob here, just for fun. I love seeing the effect, so if nothing else, we can see that. Ooh, nice axe strike from that Chosen there. Kill some Lothern Seaguard, would ya? Oh, how did you survive that? Come on now. I don't know why this guy's by himself, but hey, he's doing good work until he inevitably gets brought down by all the spears. Or maybe not. Maybe he's gonna move this way instead. Alrighty, more and more troops heading into the city, and the balance of power is starting to go our way, though the enemy have only lost 500 troops so far. There's plenty where that came from, even though they're about to lose their Shopti with Great Bow, who HARALD has put down to half HP. They've lost their Sorcerer, they've lost their Lord, and he is actually healed up some from when he was damaged. Haven't seen his healing cap yet, and he is continuing to distract enemies, so we are able to get a few casts down, like the Searing Doom right here. Do love the spell. Alrighty, very nice. Kill those Ushapti with Great Bow, as they are quite threatening, although a few extra Tomb Guard go flying. Can't complain about that. Good job, HARALD. Let's see about those fast movers now, shall we? Looks like they basically killed these skeleton archers over on this side. Even though the chariots are at half HP. As in, they started with half HP. Because they only had 2, and then the same thing went on over here, though the Lothern Seaguard managed to do quite a bit more damage to the chariots. They didn't actually bring down any... Oh, damn it, I need to speed that up. They didn't actually bring down any of the models, so no biggie there. And back to the main battle. There's another Lothern Seaguard force here. Cute. That's kind of wasteful. And man, HARALD's still taking arrows. Man, I really wish we could tell how many arrows he took in this one battle, because it's basically been 5 minutes of sustained fire non-stop. And he's not running away from them, he's now just chasing the remnants of that Great Bow Ushapti unit, because he was busy killing a few of the enemy units of Tomb Guard. Anyway, continuing with the regular army, though there's a lot of effects going down at the same time, which makes it a little bit more difficult to see. And we're still streaming into the city, I believe. No, okay, that was the last unit. Lovely. Well, let's see the enemy balance of power, or the enemy troops left out. They're at about half troops left now. Well, now we can just work through all these Tomb Garden skeletons. They don't stand much of a chance against Chosen, backed up by monstrous units to add that splash. This army's actually turned out pretty well. I'm pretty happy with it. We'll just have to get our 4 units of Gore Beast chariots, and then we'll be pretty much done. Though I will have to think about whether we want to add giants here or not. I was thinking about adding giants, but I also want to keep the flesh hounds. I don't know. Either the flesh hounds have to go in place of giants, or we put more giants into a different army, like have an army with like 5 giants or something along those lines instead. Might be a fun thing to do as well. Anyway, looks like the rest of the enemy army crumbled. I think they reached down to about 800 to 1,000 troops left before they decided that, nope, no more for this. And, huh. Wait, this is a Dark Elf territory? Wait, what? Okay, now that's just confusing. This is a Dark Elf built platform. You're telling me that this... I don't understand why we're seeing this. We've got the symbols of Karand Kar and the symbol of Klarkarand here, but why? First of all, why is it 2 different factions, and why is it a barricade built of the Dark Elves when this is clearly a Tomb King faction owning a Tomb King territory? I don't get it. I really don't get it. It looks like all the structures are in fact Dark Elven. Could it be because Malekith owns 2 of the territories here? But why would the Tomb Kings be building Dark Elf stuff? I mean, it looks nice, don't get me wrong, it's just weird. Well, regardless, the battle's over. We're just going to chase down the last unit on the field, which is not going to crumble until something gets near them, and there we go. They've sighted HARALD, is about to drop down, and away they go. Never mind, you don't even need to drop upon them, and the decisive victory is ours. Got a lovely little battle out of that, and damn, HARALD can take some arrows now. Pretty happy with it, and we gotta remember that he's not nearly maxed out with regards to his fighty capabilities, so he's going to get stronger and stronger as we put more points into his personal strength tree. So I'm pretty excited to see what he'll be like when he's fully maxed out as well. All right, well, there we go. The bright side of the bright side of allowing them to essentially build up a pretty big stack in the settlement was, of course, we got a decent battle out of it, and that was pretty darn enjoyable. Plus, HARALD really showed himself to be a lot less vincible than he was previously. Now that he's got a lot of good items, he's got his crown, he's got a few more points into various personal fighty buffs, and now it's certainly making me see the value of him in Demon Prince form rather than mortal form. So good job to HARALD. Now, occupying this place will lower the settlement level, but I wish I remembered whether we actually defeated Katep with you or not. And I think we haven't, which means we're gonna have to occupy it. I would have obviously loved to give it to our allies at a higher level, but if we occupy it, Katep will suicide and attack it, which will mean a defeat for him. It will, of course, also mean we won't be able to heal this turn, but that's fine. Although, as somebody pointed out in another campaign, I believe, what we could do is we could take HARALD out of here. It'll mean less healing, but it'll also... Oh, no, wait, no, we can't do that. We can't do that because then you are going to attack Klarak's Spire rather than this. Although, would we still be able to gain the defeat trait if that happened? Actually, ultimately, it won't matter either way in this particular situation because we have to move through a lot of our own territory to leave the place, which means that it doesn't really matter at all because we'll heal up to full doing that. And yeah, now this way Malekith won't be able to claim Klarak's Spire, but it will mean that Katep will probably attack us, and presuming that we indeed have not defeated him, which it doesn't look like we have, we'll get whatever his defeat trait is, though I don't remember what it is. And then, considering that Ulthuan is undefended and that HARALD is an Asur Annihilator, he's going to fall upon Ulthuan next. Though perhaps somewhere a little bit far away from the Cult of Pleasure armies. Because once again, we want those to die. In fact, it would be really swell if you could attack the Cult of Pleasure armies. Minus 34, eh? What was it again? 19 left after we give you all of our money? Wait, Hag Hall or Scarpel's Lair, right? Yeah, Scarpel's Lair. Payments, offer payment. Oh, 4.7. Oh, damn. If she could... Oh, man, if we could somehow gain more money, although I don't think there's any other way to gain more money this turn, but we're very, very close to being able to vassalize Morathi as well. Incredibly close. If one more army were to die... Or if we could get another, what, I'm not going to do the math, but like 30k, but if we end the turn, there's a good chance that she will have rebuilt a decent amount of strength like this, plus she will consider herself stronger because Katep's faction will be dead, so that's less wars for her. Well, I guess we'll have to figure that out next time. We'll leave it to next time, because I'm going to call the episode here. We'll probably also be fighting some Bretonnians next episode. Valkia will most likely proceed to Carrick Doom, which we will vassalize the Warhost of the Apocalypse by leaving with Kailas, then waiting for Valkia for Archaon to respawn, then immediately attacking it. And then we'll send Kailas down through this location, probably down to Zarnagrin. We'll also have to split some forces to attack Village, whereas Valkia will then return and then go after the Fecundites as well as despoil the Empire, as there will probably we'll probably not be getting any of these guys as our vassals. So this is all up for destruction, which will mean a lot more souls, although they will continue getting vassals throughout these territories, and there's a lot of dark fortresses left to have here in Cathay, so we'll probably actually have to send 2 armies that way, so it may be something for Azavar to do. But anyway, that's all in the future, so stay tuned for more Valkia. Don't forget to leave a like and comment for your friendly neighborhood heretic. All glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.